Hello there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. I'm back with part 2 of making our flip down envelope thing, whatever you call it. So this is the paper I'm going to put on the next piece of the next envelope. So far we've got that and it flips down to that. So then we fold it up and we fold it up and we close it like that. So on here I really wanted Santa because I just thought that's a lovely image of him. So I'm just going to tear it to size. I think he'll just fit nicely. Where did I put my... I thought I was prepared, but I seem to have mislaid my pencil, which is not very efficient, is it? Where did I put that? It's probably on the floor. See if I can find another one. Oh, excuse me. Oh, for goodness sake. I see one. Oh, sorry about that. It was very inefficient not to have my pencil ready to go. So let's just mark it there. I'm sorry, I think some of the last video I think was slightly off camera down the bottom here. I'll try and bear in mind that you know, to try and keep it on central to the camera. I think part of the problem is that when it's all flipped out, it's coming up against my tripod. Well, I've got most of Christmas in there. I don't know if you can even see that. It's just in very faint. So let's mark it. Where are we? There. Right. So it's as simple as that, just putting him on there. There's not... Oh, the phone's going. Sorry about that. I just had to go and answer the phone. I seem to keep getting interruptions lately in my videos, don't I? Never mind. Back, barely got started, so hopefully I'll be able to get this done. My husband goes to the supermarket to things, and he has to report in every now and again to tell me what's happening. Like he's having to run. He just had to ring me to tell me he's having to queue. Not quite sure why I needed to know that, but never mind. So he's going to go somewhere else. But he could have told me that afterwards, really, when he got back. I think he just felt he needed to vent his frustration at not being able to get into the shop that he wants to go in. Let's just... Well, okay, let's just put some glue on that. Right, so this is the next day from the last video, and miserable old day today. Wet and grey. Good day for crafting. Shame it's the weekend though, because I know we can't go far, but you know, we do like to go out for a walk at the weekends. But the only time my husband can get out in daylight, because although he's working from home, he is not able, you know, he doesn't really like to go out during the day when he's supposed to be working. So it's as though he was travelling into work, in that he doesn't really see a lot of daylight during the week this time of year. But I dare say we'll go out for a little while and just try and get some fresh air. Okay. It's not as well fitting as I thought. It's a little bit short there, but never mind. Once it's all inked up, it won't really show. A little bit of this corner not quite glued as well as it should be. Now, okay, that's that one. Only one more side to do. It's a case of which side. I want it that way really, don't I? So that if you're more likely to turn it round. So I'll do it like that, I think. And I think on this one, I was thinking of using this piece because that pretty much covers the whole back, and that will be quite a nice image across the back there. So just trim that down. Get it straight. Okay. Yeah, not really very straight, is it? Oh well. For some reason, tearing straight is not as easy as you think it would be. Probably because I haven't got my ruler straight. I mean, it's my own fault. Never mind. I will try and correct it. Go about there. Maybe the thing to do would be to fold it and then tear it. At least then I've got a chance of a straight line, haven't I? Is that right? That doesn't look wide enough. That can't be right. Where's my mark? I've lost it. Oh, there it is. I thought that looked a bit short. Looking in the wrong place. I can just line that up. Get that straight. I've got a better chance of getting a straight line across the top then, haven't I? It might be straight, but it's not. It's not very even. It's a bit jagged, but it doesn't really matter. I don't suppose. Never mind. Where are we? Yep, that way round. Now, I want it about central, don't I? So I want to mark it about there and about there. Let's see if we can get some sort of straight line going. Oops, slipped. Okay. That side. That looks fairly straight. Whoop. Okay, let's see how this looks on here. Okay, I think I'm going to bring in my trimmer just to trim off a bit. Now, well, that goes, if that's fairly straight there, I've got that going straight there-ish. I might just trim this a little bit and make that a bit straighter, or less jaggedy, I suppose you might call it. Just trim this up a fraction. Get rid of all the wobbly bits. Let's have a look. Oh, I like that. I do like that. I think that's a really nice image. I'm probably not going to see it much because it's on the back, but I think it just... But that is the side where I'm less likely to put photos or anything, so it's just nice to have that nice image rather than just a plain envelope. We don't want that. So let's just give it a quick inky dink. Okay, and I'll just glue it up. My phone does like to talk to me. No idea what it's trying to tell me this time. That's a noise I'm not used to hearing. That's a new one. I really need to turn off some of my notification noises because it just seems to do all sorts of dings and rings and things I really don't need to know. Like if somebody posts a Facebook message, I get a little noise, a little, I don't know, little chime, and I don't really need to know. It's not usually something I want to look at. I'm not a big Facebook user. I'm on Facebook and I'm in lots of groups and I do like looking at them now and again, but I'm not really a big social media person. I know I should be. I know I should do Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But I just can't. I mean, I'm on Instagram, but I never post on it. And I suppose that's the way to show people what you do. And I know I should. It's just not me. I'm not really one for being posting stuff all every 5 minutes. I'd rather be making stuff. Okay. A little bit there. It's quite well covered. Get rid of that bit. Right, so now all I've got to do is the flap. So, like that. So I'll do the inside flap first, I think. That'd be quite a nice piece to... So if I use that bit already, I can't remember what I put in the middle here. No, it says Christmas greetings. So this would be a nice piece to put on here, wouldn't it? Christmas bring you joy and peace. And that would fit. Okay, so I used that piece, I think, for the front. And for inside, maybe I'll just use... I don't know if it'll cut too much of it off. Let's try it. What else have I got? That would look nice. So he's rather nice, isn't he? But he's too big. I could have used him instead of my snowman. I wish in a way I'd spotted him, but it's too late now. It's all right, just having a think. Another slurp of coffee. A moment. Okay. So if that's closed like that, that would quite match nicely. For some reason I haven't got a small one of him. I had the idea I might put a little diddy version of him like I had with the snowman, but I hadn't printed off a tiny one with him on. I wanted to put him here, but instead maybe I'll just put this wreath. So I think I'll have to try and... I think what I'll do is I'll glue this and stick it on and then cut around it. I think that's the only way to do it. And then I'll have to ink afterwards. Okay. I think trying to cut it to size, it's a disaster waiting to happen. I think trying to get it on, getting the size right. when it's such a funny shape, you know, well, not funny shape, but it's a very precise shape. I think I would be better off actually. Then I'll have to cut it. Oh, well, I'm just going to have to do it. I will have to do it. Let's give it a go. Stick it down. Let's fold it back to there. That's straight, I think so. Straightish. Okay. I'm going to try and tear it across here. Hopefully I've managed to leave enough to fold it in. I think so. Oh, I've got some little bits to snip off, I think. So if I just do that, I can snip it. I might use these. Snip across here. Okay, and then just cut round here. Sorry. Almost veering off camera again. That side. I'm hoping when I turn it over you can still make sense and that the wreath is central. Right, shall we have a look? Okay, that's all right. I think it's not quite right up to the edge there. What I might do as well is just round the end of this under the envelope. Okay, so yeah, it is a little bit tight across here. I think I might just try and trim it a bit more. It's just catching it a little bit as I'm bending it in. I'm just going to trim off as best as I can without actually trying to, hopefully not cutting the envelope. Otherwise I'll have to do a bit more surgery and maybe use some washi or something to reattach the flap. I hope I don't have to do that. But it's just impeding the folding, I think. Is that any better? It feels a little bit better. Okay. So that's the inside. And that's folding. So now we just got to do the outside. So it needs to go that way. And I was going to use this, wasn't I? Put that in. Basically do the same thing. Glue the envelope. Sorry, quick slurp of coffee. Right. Let's give this a go. It's got a little, oh, it'll have to just be inked up. It's got a little bit where I must have got it wet at some point yesterday, but never mind, it's just, once it's inked, nobody will know. Let's try and get this central. Alright, so it's a bit too near the bend. Just move it down a little. Bend it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, let's cut around that and see how it looks. And that's it. And this a bit closer, now I can see what I'm doing. Right. There we are. Christmas bring you joy and peace. Okay. So now we just need some means to fix it down. So on the first one I did a slot, but first things first. So in one of my kits I've got some circles that I might try out, but I'm going to, first of all I need to do some inking. Just to make sure all the edges are uniform and can't see all the dodgy cutting and all the dodgy sticking. Just helps with that, I think, just brings it together really. So let's do a bit of that. On this side. So cover up all the white bits, the white edges. Oops. So let's okay, so let's do around here. no, it's that way, isn't it? Yep, that way. So flap. Let's just check. There's no inking required anywhere else. I think we're okay. Now I've just got to find those circles. Okay, so they were in this vintage Christmas time kit by Digital Journal Kit. That's the one where they had some things I thought I might use. Otherwise there might be something I can use in the Winter Bouquet kit, I'm not sure. Okay, so this kit's got all sorts of little pieces of ephemera, and it had a whole load of circles, which I thought, I'm hoping, I might find one that's suitable to use as my closure. Let's get them all out and have a look. And we'll try them all, see which one looks best. Is that all of them? I think there was more than one of each. I think there was like 3 of each. It's quite handy because you might need several. Although I will need to back whichever one I use. I'll need to back it because although they're on it's quite a thin cardstock. So he's Santa, but he's too pink. Sorry, Santa, you're no good. And there's the candle, which has got a pinky background. Although I know this background is pink, of course this Santa is not pink, so it just didn't work. That's quite nice because it's got a pink background, so that's a possible. For some reason I've got different sizes as well. I've got a big one here, but that's too big. Alright, so then there's this one. Or this one. I'm not sure which way around that goes. I think it's like that. I think I like this one because it ties in with the pinkish background. So I need to put that on something to firm it up a bit. What shall I use that make it sturdy? Just grabbing a bit of book page. I can find some. Right, sorry. Took me a while to sort out my book page scraps. Find some bits that I'm not likely to want to use. So I think I need to double it. If I stick that to it, I think that should make it a little bit stronger. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to double it over and make it that bit thicker. Right. Okay. Oop. I'm just trying to remember if this was if I'd punched this out with my 2-inch punch, if it's the right size, I might be able to punch out the whole thing together. Let's give it a go, shall we? See if it'll fit I can't remember if it was the right size or not. Whether it was actually a bit small. No, that's probably about right. Oh, okay. I'm going to do it. There we are. Well, it almost it's probably because it was a bit wet still from the... It's got a bit to caught. I'll pull it and then I'll trim it. Just trim around it. Not perfect, but it's a bit of slightly better. Well, I'd say a better outcome than if I'd cut it, but I actually ended up cutting most of it. Okay, let's try that. Not the best shape, not the best circle. Somehow it ended up being a little bit odd looking. Just going to trim it a bit more. Okay, let's see how it looks. And just about cover it to there. Is that going to work? I'm a bit concerned that it's not really, still not quite strong enough to hold it. I'm wondering if I need to do a card circle. Let me just grab a piece of card. Maybe if I cut a circle out of this. I think I've still got a bit of there. Got a bit of paper tuck stuck in there still. Alright, let's try this. It's not the thickest, again. But maybe, because I've got another one of these circles. I might use that. Because that's going to work better, I think. I think that's going to be, let's have a feel. It looks better because it's a proper circle for a start. As long as I get it on, get it on straight, that's the key. And if I do that, hopefully that should be strong enough. Right, I'm going to try it. Have another go. It didn't work cutting, punching it out once I stuck it together, so I'm just going to try doing it the other way around now. Punch the shape and then stick it together, see if that works any better. It's all a case of lining it up, really. Yes, yes, that's better. Much happier with that. Let's give it a little ink around the edge. Alright, now I just have to bring in the good old art glitter glue. And I position that there, then hopefully I'll be able to put on the glue in the right place. Right, and there it is. I think it's done. Let's see if it needs any little extra touches. We'll have a look at it and see if I think it needs a little bit of extra decoration, but I don't really want it to be over embellished or decorated because I want to be able to stick photos on it and write on it. I might just put a little something extra here, or we'll see. I don't think I put anything on the first page before, so it's making sure that's nice and stuck down before I pop this out. Okay, so take this out. So maybe we need to put a little something here. I've got so many embellishments, I don't know where to start. I'm wondering if a stocking would look quite good there. Christmas stocking. Ooh, what's that? Bit of washi. Put that on it? No, well, we'll see. Julie's Boutique. I think I've had these a very long time. I can put one there, or that one there. So when you close it, but will it be too bulky in the belly band? That's anything. Oh, I suppose if I took off the oh no, I see that's got, it is quite bulky. Maybe that's not quite right for this position, this thing. I want to put something there though. Hum hum hum. Let's bring in the box. I could put some Christmas trees. They might be a bit small. I had some old scrapbooking magazines. I collected. Well, had a subscription for scrapbooking magazine some years ago, and every month they came with a pack of free papers. And around Christmas time, you'd get papers, and I never used them, but I kept them all. And I'm actually finding they're quite handy to use in junk journaling, but I never used them in my scrapbooks. And of course, Christmas time, you'd get some Christmas embellishments. So I've been cutting some of these out. And these were all from these old magazines. I don't think the colours are quite right for this particular thing. Not sure. To from. Gonna have a look. What else have I got? I've got some of these, some stamps that I made. Maybe one of those will go. Sometimes it's not good to have too many choices, is it? I made these last year. I've got loads left. I need a sort of long, thin one, don't I? That's too big. That might be quite cute, and they're still too big, really. Quite a few of them are a bit big. No. Oop, flying around. Not quite the right shape. Never mind, keep looking. So having now finished what I was making, I'm going to spend the next 20 minutes trying to find a small thing just to, just to finish it off. I hope it won't take me that long. I don't think these are quite right either. Some of them might be... No, they need to be long, not wide. Those can go in there. When all else fails, have a look at see what Dreams Etc. have got to offer, because they do have some brilliant little pieces of ephemera. Bum, 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 bum. Will that work? Ooh, that might. No, I don't need another centre on there. Got one, that's enough. No, wrong way up. Don't know. Too big. It's too big. Possible. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe. Alright, let's see if any of these look the biz. So I've got a little bell which is just a bit too wide. Doesn't fit, but the colours, you know, sort of go too wide. What about that? That might work. Or Joy at Christmas. No, I think I like Christmas Greetings. I think. Yeah, go on then. Why not? Let's just do it. That's enough faffing about. If I put anything too bulky, like I was thinking about some lace and stuff, but it just makes it too big, bulky, and then the flap won't stay down. It'll be too hard to close it. So I think what we'll do is we'll just put that on there, or should I bring it down a bit? I'll just put that there. Enough faffing. Enough faffing. Could faff all day with things like this. Now I've lost my glue. Where have you gone, glue? Oh, here it is. It's hiding. Right. I'll probably find the perfect thing that I like even better when I've turned the camera off, but sometimes you just have to make the decisions and rue them at leisure. I think that's okay. And that's probably enough, because all the other pages are meant to be used. Let's just pop that in there. Okay. There we have it. Let's just clear the decks a bit and I'll just go through it one more time. I'll tidy this all up after. A bit of paper stuck to my board. Thought that wasn't shifting. Okay. There we have our Christmas envelope flip down with a bit of paper sticking up that needs a bit of attention. There we are. Okay, so we flip it down and down. So we've got that, that and that. Can you see it? So we've got some nice journaling space or place to put photographs, and again on here, you can put something on there, and we've got him on the front. And if you turn it over, got a nice Christmas winter scene on the back. So that's it. Quite pleased with that. And that will go in my belly band. In fact, should we do it right now? There's my journal. I have glued in the belly band. It's about the only thing I have glued in since we did the decorating of the pockets last time. I've still got all of those to do. Where was the belly band? Not there. There it is. There's my belly band. And there is my little envelope. Flippy, pockety thing. It's in. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Next time we'll be coming back to doing some more work in here, doing a bit more decorating. I did a couple of little things, just a little bit of decorating on here. So the next thing to do will be to look at this pocket, see if that needs anything, and hopefully it should be no more than a couple more videos and we'll be done. All right. Thank you very much for joining me today, and please do join me again soon, and we'll get this bad boy all finished soon, I hope. Okay, bye. Bye for now.